In this season of Odyssey-mania, it's hard to ignore the frustrated wanderings of Venezuelan democracy leader María Corina Machado and the false god who's decreeing them. Hi, I'm Tim Padgett, WLRN's America's editor, and this is America's Decoded, my commentary on Latin America, the Caribbean, and their key relationship with the U.S. Let me know what you think, and find WLRN on Substack to receive my weekly commentary and new episodes of America's Decoded. Sing to me, muse, of the woman of many devices who won the Norwegian prize but was driven time and again off course by the resentful fury of a false god in a White House. Okay, I'm no Homer, but how else can I tell the story of María Corina Machado, the heroic Odysseus of Venezuelan democracy leaders who's been repeatedly thwarted in her quest to return from exile? We'll call it the Machadocy. And the question is, will it take Machado, if not democracy itself, as many years to reach Caracas again as it took Homer's Greek to sail back to Ithaca? Democracy talks are now underway in Venezuela between the holdover regime there and the opposition. But Machado is not a part of them. In fact, the Trump administration, which you'll recall removed Venezuelan dictator Nicolás Maduro in January, has sidelined Machado from the democratic transition process and blocked her homecoming there. But why is that when polls show Venezuelans consider Machado the field general of the democratic opposition? Recall that in the Odyssey, Odysseus angers Poseidon, who condemns him to wander 10 years at sea, after he blinds the god's son, the one-eyed Cyclops. Trump felt Machado poked him in the eye last year when she won the Nobel Peace Prize that he believed should have been his. Machado, who'd been in hiding in Venezuela, made a brave seaborne escape to receive the medal in Norway, then later gave it to Trump as thanks for collaring Maduro. Didn't matter. Trump condemned her to a longer exile from her country as punishment for upstaging him and to keep her from upstaging him again. When Machado tried to go back to Venezuela this summer after earthquakes there killed thousands, he ordered her plane turned around. When she then attempted a flight from Panama, airspace into Caracas was shut down to keep her grounded. Maybe her next stop is Trinidad and Tobago, where she'll have to spend 7 years listening to calypso, the Caribbean music, not the Homeric nymph. But we can't forget that Machado brought more than a little of this on herself with her own Odyssean hubris. Even her fans concede she's prone to a stubborn, my way or the highway pride, including a messianic penchant for boycotting opponents instead of bargaining with them. Her gifting of the Peace Prize to Trump, right after he'd militarily invaded her country, is now widely considered a headstrong mistake. So it's perhaps understandable that those around Trump feel Machado isn't the right person to sit down with Maduro's lieutenants and broker a new democratic presidential election in Venezuela. Either way, if one is ever held, she would likely win it, if the resentful false god ever lets her return to Ithaca. I mean, Caracas.